Shulman, IRS Commissioner. He's the 47th Commissioner of Internal Revenue and began his 5-year term on March 24, 2008. Prior to joining the IRS, he worked for the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, the private sector regulator of all securities firms doing business in the United States. The IRS collects approximately $2.4 trillion in annual tax revenue that funds most government operations and public services. Welcome.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Ranking Member Graves, members of the committee, thanks for giving me the opportunity to testify today. The IRS has two equal parts of its mission, service and enforcement. And I've been very clear since I started that we need to excel at both. For the vast majority of American taxpayers, small businesses included, they're trying to wrestle with a complex tax code and get it right. We need to be there to educate them, give them world-class service. And for those who don't pay their taxes, we need to run rigorous compliance programs. My written testimony highlights our efforts for the small business community, especially focusing on outreach, but I want to highlight a few things we're doing here today. We've moved swiftly to implement the new laws in the last 15 months that were intended to help small businesses. We've put out over $9 billion in net operating loss carrybacks, which was part of the Recovery Act. The HIRE Act, which was signed into law last month, gives small businesses an important incentive to start hiring again, and we're working to implement that quickly. And we've already begun to mobilize and let small businesses know the new tax credit that's available for them to help buy health insurance for their employees. These actions reflect our commitment to service. As I said, most small business owners want to pay what they owe. They don't want to pay too much, and they certainly want to take all credits and deductions that are available to them. So we've redoubled our efforts to make sure small businesses know what credits, what deductions are available to them. At my prompting, the agency has also shown greater flexibility in dealing with small businesses. After all, the public trust depends on people believing that everyone's paying what they're due, what they owe. But this trust also demands that we be flexible and principled in dealing with taxpayers who are in financial trouble. This year, we're holding hundreds of special Saturday open houses staffed by my employees where we can resolve problems on the spot. And we're dedicating in May and June a number of those open houses just to small businesses to help them work through installment plans, help them clean up tax debt, help them work out settlements. We remain committed to service at the IRS. Today, as everybody knows, too many small business owners continue to struggle to make their payroll, secure lines of credit, provide health insurance coverage, contribute to their employees' retirement plans, and stay current with their taxes. As Commissioner, I have sought to give our employees the guidance and discretion they need to assist small businesses with the service that they need. Let me end with a word about our employees and our employees' commitment to public service. This February, many of you may know, an individual flew a plane into an IRS building in Austin, killing one of our employees. We have no reason to believe that this attack could have been prevented or that it was part of an organized opposition to the agency. However, I continue as Commissioner to be concerned that the IRS, and especially its employees who are doing the work of the American people, not be demonized. The IRS is filled with dedicated public servants who serve taxpayers every day. I'm very appreciative of the support that Congress gave the agency immediately after the attack, and I ask all members of this committee to help me in explaining to the vast majority of Americans that when they interact with the IRS, it's us getting a refund to them, it's us answering a question, and that it's at its core, we spend just as much time on service as we do on compliance. So in closing, Madam Chairwoman, let me assure you that I appreciate that the Small Business Committee needs the IRS to provide service and education. We're going to continue to search for ways to do our job better, and I look forward to working with you and all the members of this committee as we move forward.